because the property will be kept very neat and very nice because you are doing it for your guests. So it's also another advantage of putting your property on Airbnb is that you are going to maintain your property in good shape. Unlike when there is a long-term rental, that person can damage property. You know, those people who are renting, most of them, they do a lot of damage and you end up incurring a lot of costs. But when you are on Airbnb, because you are going there to clean regularly and check that things are in order, everything is working properly, it means your property is going to be kept in a pristine condition. So it helps you to maintain the property values um, and also have a cleaner place. On average a month, what are the earnings and maintaining costs? Mittah, it depends on the location. Most of those things I cover them on the training. Like what determines your cost, what determines your pricing, how do you do those things? So obviously it's also to do with some location factors as well, your target market, what you're targeting, and your maintenance cost. It's also dependent. Uh, like if you're owning a property, there's levies, there's rates, there's all those things. If you're owning a property, just like anyone who's owning a property, if you're renting, you just know, okay, you don't have those rates and levies and stuff because you're just paying your rent. But obviously you need to have internet that works because everyone is wants to have internet and Netflix, because Netflix is the cheapest way of you entertaining actually. So I just use Netflix, and I know I heard that Netflix is going to bar some of us because all my apartments they use one account. The four of them, they share one Netflix account. Um, so the costs are reduced in that sense because it's 199. So on my Netflix cost I have 199 for the four apartments. But obviously you need to have very good internet, fiber, and like I said, it's the target market that you're targeting. So most of the factors are dependent on your target market. So those are some of the things that we cover on, like, how do you determine where do you want to go in? So whatever strategy you want to get into Airbnb, you need to be aware what you want. Just like any business, you need to plan. You need to understand your business. You need to have a plan. And you need to put things down and understand, is it going to work or is it not going to work? You need to be clear about the cost involved. Obviously, with Airbnb business, the highest cost you can have is the cleaning. Cleaning cost is very high, and washing. So your detergents, yeah, your Stay Soft, your washing powders, that's the big cost, because especially if you do one day guests. So imagine if another guest come one day, you wash all the linen, you do everything. Another guest again, it's a lot of washing and stuff. So those are some of the expenses. I think, yeah, if you can be asking questions that will make me at least to cover the areas that you would want to know about. Yeah, but that's generally how it is. And with Airbnb, the one thing about Airbnb and the reason why I was so attracted to it, you earn more than someone on a long-term rental. So with the apartments where I'm renting one on that complex, the apartment is a one bed and it ranges like 5,000 rand a month. So it's fixed, no? You know, when it's a long-term tenant, that person is going to pay 5,000 every month, no matter what, for a year or something, and then you adjust the rental. But with Airbnb, they're very good months, and on average, definitely you don't go below the traditional rental. So it's a very good business in the sense of the returns. The returns are good. But like I say, there are things that make you successful. And I share that on my training because I'm a super host. Like I told you, I've been a super host since 3 months into the business, and I've maintained my super host. And I have very good reviews on my properties and all that. And I've grown through referrals and repeat guests. So I have those people who always, when they're in the area, they book from me, and they book well in advance, and they still tell their friends. and the new people who come also, they become repeat guests and they tell their friends. So it's also how I have grown in the business, because of understanding exactly what the guests require. And yeah, like I say, every business, for you to be successful in every business, you need to understand the key elements that makes the business work. So with Airbnb is the same. You need to understand exactly what do people want when they are looking for an Airbnb. Is it the pricing? Is it the look of the apartment? What is it? My communication, the way I interact with them, how I give them information, or things like that. So I can say that I've been in the business long enough to understand the ins and outs, and I still learn. I still learn because every time you get new challenges as well, you get new scenarios, and you're like, so how do I handle this? And you learn. So, but there is beauty in this business. Like your returns are actually better, and like I said, you don't need to be marketing. I've never marketed. It's only here and there when I just put my links on status, but rarely. Airbnb markets for itself. People just come. You just see a booking now for 10 days, you see a booking for 5 days, you see a booking for 2 days, something just like that, without you having to put on status. Remember, even if I put on status, it's people who know me who are going to see my status. But what about everyone in the whole world? So Airbnb is doing that. It will do that for you, and yours is just to make sure that the place is perfect and waiting for the guests to come. So those are some of the things I wanted to share about Airbnb. So it's a platform. You just need to register on the platform. You register, you put your property, you put the pictures. People, because people buy based on what they see. Because remember, they've not been there. It's only for repeat guests when they have come and they have experienced. That becomes easy for them to come back again. But for the majority of the people, they're going to book based on what they see. So you're going to list your property and make sure you have nice photos. And yeah, people can see what they need to see. Everything is visible. You know that sometimes when you go on Airbnb and you look at other properties and you wonder, how does this person expect someone to book? You can't even see the kitchen. Where is the kitchen? You can't even see a proper layout of the place. You can't even see, does it have a bedroom and a bathroom? Is there a bathroom or not? Or, those questions you start asking yourself, like, how am I going to move around? Is there a couch or what? Someone just shows a bed and they don't even show the other things. So it's also about selling through your your pictures. Okay, I want to look at Mittah's question. Does Airbnb evaluate profile before Facebook? No, Airbnb doesn't do anything. You just create your profile, you list your property, bookings come. You do Airbnb doesn't evaluate anything. You just create a profile, you put all your details, your banking details, everything. And then when guests come booking, it gives you the notification someone is booked, you host the person. When there's a problem, you call Airbnb, you let them, your guest is what? I'm not comfortable with hosting them if you're not comfortable. And Airbnb has very great service. I really love Airbnb service. It's top notch. It's top notch. They are very helpful. So in my course, I also talk about some of the challenges you can meet in Airbnb business and um, how you can overcome those challenges. Every business has its challenges. It's not money coming for free. You work for it, but the challenges are not beyond control. No, it's one of those. So it's just to know. So with my course, I go through all the information for you to understand what you need to prepare, how you need to prepare yourself even emotionally when you go into this business, because you have a picture. You have a picture of how it works. What do you need to do? What do you need to buy? How do you finish? How do you put your price? All those things, we cover them. And then you can decide if you really want to do the business or if it's not for you. But Airbnb business is worth a try. It's a very nice business. Maybe I can get some questions if there are any questions.
If there's anyone with questions, feel free to unmute yourself and you can ask Munya questions. And if there's also people who got questions for Samantha, just feel free to unmute yourselves. Thank you so much, Munya. That was a
Thank
great
you.
session.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you,
going to
Tarie.
Airbnb business. Like today, I'm going to register my profile.
That would be nice, Terry. That would be nice to see you.
Yeah.
I almost know my competitors, all of them. I do my competitor analysis. I learn also from my competitors. You know, when you're in this business, also want to learn from others how they do their booking, how what are the reviews. How do they finish? Why are they getting good reviews? You know, you learn, and I really love doing that on Airbnb. So I'll be seeing you soon then.
Okay, great, great.
Yeah. So, guys, if you want to join my Airbnb training, because I'm having the training on the 23rd, and it's going to be on WhatsApp. That is from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Uh, you can you can join my class and register. It's only 250, so you can do it from wherever you are, as long as you can just be able to make the payment. I'm trying to share my the flyer, but I seem not to be. Let me see if I can be able to. Mm.
Maybe if you can also share it with Tari, and then after the session, she can email everyone who was able to register and join us today, so that they can know where to get a hold of you and all of that, when to pay and how.
Okay, no
Yeah,
problem. Yeah, Terry will have it. Oh,
yeah.
thank you so much, guys. That's what I wanted to share with you about my journey in Airbnb, and what encourage you that it's a doable business and anyone can do it. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Okay,
Thank you
thank.
so much, Munya. That was very informative. I think I'm happy because I think I've always had questions in the back of my mind about how does Airbnb work. So and I think with that bit of knowledge now, I have clarity as well as how it works. And like any other business, as you said, it will have challenges and you will have to put in the effort. But I think there's a bit of comfort in terms of marketing the business, in terms of managing payments, you know. I think nowadays, because we all have got 9 to 5s, we don't want to go into something that will add an extra burden or take away more time, but rather something that will bring in that extra income, but also not putting in another 9 to 5, you know, because we also have families and things like that. So I think it was very informative. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Great, great. Okay, do we have anyone with questions for Samantha or for Munya? Okay, seems people, yeah, I think quietness means people, yeah, you guys, you explained very clearly and everyone really understood. Munya, someone asked for your social media handles. Can you kindly just share them on the chat so that those who want to follow you guys can just follow you? I see Samantha, you shared yours. Thank you so much. So I just want to thank both our speakers, Samantha and Munya. We really appreciate your time and honoring us to share with us your knowledge in the business, how to manage our social media. I was writing notes, Samantha. Yes, I'm going to start doing using more social media so that I can start earning from it, having that digital book, the ebook. You always tell me like, Tari, you need to have an ebook. There's more money in that, and that will be less cost. And Munya, thank you so much for the reminder of having extra income on Airbnb. And from the way you explain it, it's not something like which is really a bit too difficult, but it also needs the time and the passion to do it. So for me, yes, definitely going to put these lessons into practice and start doing them, because it doesn't make much sense that you guys, you come, you share your time with us, you share your knowledge, then we just go home and we sleep. We continue our day to day doing the same things we have been doing, because we won't see any change. So I'm just hoping to everyone who managed to join today that you are able to take these lessons and you are able to put them through, so that you can see the change and we can see that there's so much money which is out there. So let's just give it a try. At least give it a try, and if it doesn't work for you, then you say, okay, I tried this, it didn't work out for me, but maybe it might work, because if it's working for others, why can't it not work for you? I don't know if Mita, you've got something to add.
Thanks, Tari. No. So far I'm happy and I'm very grateful. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you, Munya, for that. For joining us and sharing your knowledge. We hope that we are changing life because remember, at the end of the day, this is all about managing our money, making more money, and making sure that money works for us. So thank you very much again, and thank you to all everyone who showed up, everyone who attended. We really appreciate your support. Thank you. That's all.
Cool. Thank you so much, ladies and gents who managed to join us. And always remember our theme for this is thinking beyond salary. So yeah, keep in check. We will share our next dates for next month, and we have another next topic for you guys. Thank you and good
Thank
night.
you so
Oh,
much. Good
before we
night.
thank you guys. Thank you for
I have one
coming.
thing,
Thank you for
Tari.
inviting me.
Samantha's got something to say.
Oh, sorry, Samantha.
Yes, before we close off, to anybody who would like maybe a free audit on the page. So if you've got Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn that you would like maybe to polish up or start working on your business, please send me a DM and I can help you with auditing and giving you some tips on how to fix that.
Oh, yes, I'm doing that.
Hello, sorry guys.
I'm doing that.
Okay. Yeah. Yes,
Yes.
Candy.
Sorry. I know maybe all of you is I'm Candy. Atari, I think you know me because we always talk, like not talk as much anyway, but we know each other through Tinswalo Mkwakwa.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah. So wait, I'm currently in the UK. Thank you anyway because I've seen your link yesterday and I was like, oh, let me just join in and find out what's happening here. See what the ladies back home they're doing. So
Mm.
I I like the ideas and I like to try. I know I'm in the foreign land, but I just want to try. So maybe I'm not an Instagram person and social media. I always think, okay, I'm maybe a little bit too old for that. So I would really like maybe ask you kindly help me, Samantha, because I've learned something today. So as my sister here who's been talking about the Airbnb, I don't know how can I get in hold of you. Maybe through Sister Tari or is in a way she has got my number. WhatsApp is okay if it's
Okay, I
okay
will
with
share
you.
their
Or
numbers.
thank
Yeah,
you,
I'll share both their numbers. Thank you so much, Candy.
thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, Samantha. I think I'll be contacting you regarding polishing social media because I know my social media needs polishing. I am, whew, yeah. So I'll be contacting you. Thank you so much for that offer.
Okay, that's great. Yeah. I'll definitely be looking forward for those messages. You can get my number from Tari as well.
Okay.
Whoever needs it can get my number from Tari, but I did drop my link to my blog, to the website, and my Instagram in the chat.
Okay.
Unfortunately, after the call, you won't be able to see it. Maybe I should drop it again so you just have it quickly.
Yeah.
Mm, okay. Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Do we have any more questions? Any more thank yous?
That's it from me. I'm good.
Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, guys. See you next time.
Thank you. Have
Thank
a
Thank
great
you,
you.
guys.
evening.
Have a
Okay.
nice
Cheers.
Thank
day.
you for having us.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, I think other guys they just leave their things online. It went well. Oh, let me stop recording.